Hey folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to this PriceLabs webinar on hotel mode. We'll wait for everyone to join in. Okay. Lots of people trickling in. Folks, could you please put in the chat which country are you from and how many rooms do you manage? Like something like, hey, Saurabh, India, 25 rooms, something of that sort, right? I think putting this in the chat section will actually let us know more about you, where you're from, your background, and this will actually help everyone know more about each other. Let me see. Like Chicago, 65 rooms. James, Jonathan, Duluth, Minnesota, USA, 150 units. Incredible. Rebecca, USA, 34 rooms, 12 private homes. Beautiful. Lots of people joining in. We have more people trickling in. Colorado, Brenda, just 5 rooms, bed and breakfast. Oh, and she cooks breakfast for guests each day. Yeah, that's the beauty of hospitality, right? Brenda, thank you so much for joining. Dominic, 80 rooms in Spain, Malta, and Portugal. Beautiful. Like we have people from Europe too now. New York Hostel, New York City, 37 rooms, 144 beds. Wow. Yeah, this is turning out to be quite a gathering. So fantastic, folks. We have crossed 2 minutes. We should be starting soon because we have keeping time in mind. So just wanted to talk about this webinar that we have today. Welcome once again to Hotel Mode by PriceLabs, your shortcut to smarter hotel pricing. Right? I'm your host, Saurabh Pol. I'm a senior product marketing manager. I look after the hotel and midterm rental segment. Uh, Before we begin, a bit about PriceLabs. We are a revenue management and dynamic pricing solution for hotels, inns, hostels, serviced apartments, apart hotels, and other hospitality accommodations. We were founded in 2014, and the last decade and more has been a beautiful journey. Today, we price more than 500,000 units daily across 150 plus countries, and we are available in 6 languages. So, and also we are a remote company. So as you can see, our team is spread across different countries, and that's something we are very proud of. Moving on, the stars of the show, the most important part, the speakers, the panelists today. We have Joana, Diego, and Yoknath joining us today. They're part of the different teams within PriceLabs who work all so hard to ensure PriceLabs is the best product that it is and continues to be. Joana, do you want to introduce yourself?
Thanks so much, Saurabh. Thanks everyone who's joining in. My name is Joanna. As you see, I'm part of the solutions consultant team. And you might be wondering why Joanna? Well, I do have a lot of background in hotels. Although I'm not part of the product team, I've been involved since the beginning. I've joined PriceLabs 2.5 years ago. So we've been working very much closely into this project. I'm super excited to present it. I've done revenue management for over 10 years and now in PriceLabs recently. Thanks, Saurabh. Nice meeting everyone.
Thank you. Diego?
Yeah, thanks, Rob. Nice to meet you. I am Diego Bolettieri, one of the product managers in charge of hotel products at PriceLabs. I have nearly 20 years of experience in the hotel industry, having worked across independent hotels, hotel chains, and also hotel tech vendors, including PMSs, booking engines, channel managers, and now revenue management systems.
Fantastic. Yognath?
Thanks, Saurabh. So, hi all. I'm Yoknath. I'm part of the product PriceLabs, and I look after the hotel segment. I work along with Diego. So, I was fortunate enough to build diverse hotel tech products, primarily property management systems and all its ecosystems, and now also part of the RMS system for the past 12 years. That's it. Thank you.
Fantastic. Decades of experience. This is amazing, all of you. Thank you so much once again, panelists, for joining. Before I hand over the reins to Joanna, once again, this will be a total of 45-minute session. The recording will be shared with you, dear attendees. And in this session, we will talk about how hotel mode is not just like a bunch of new interfaces and workflows, right? It will change the way, positively, the way PriceLabs works for you and how the way you work with PriceLabs, which mirrors the way your hotel and your properties function, right? We will be talking about the smart presets that will really help you apply your strategies and tactics very quickly. The new custom templates who have the potential to change the way you do reporting within our report builder, right? It's a beautiful tool. We'll be talking more about that. And also, I think my favorite part, which will be about giving you a sneak peek about the new hotel specific features that we have been cooking for you. And without further ado, Joanna, do you want to take over? I'll stop sharing my screen.
Sure. All right. Thanks again, Saurabh. So I'm going to focus a bit on what's already in the product, show you a bit, some of the changes that we've done with this new hotel mode. First of all, if you are an existing user and you would like to try hotel modes, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to go into your PriceLabs account, top right corner, and then you will go to settings. Once you're there, you will go to the advanced settings. And important for you to be able to, toggle in hotel mode, you will have to go here and then select, all right, I do multi-unit rentals. You click update, and then you will have to choose independent hotels, group hotels. Don't choose the other ones because at least right now, I know we're gonna enable it for who does multi-units, but for now, these two selected, and then you click done. Once you have that selection, you will toggle in enable hotel mode, and that's it. It's going to be available into your account. One thing that's super important is that this is an enhanced experience. So if you are an existing user, switching here to hotel mode, it's not going to change whatever you have set up. So don't worry about it. It's just to, do a better experience in the product itself. If you are a new hotel user, you're going to have already access to hotel modes. So here on the pricing dashboard, first of all, we want to make it more familiar for hoteliers. We do have in product without hotel mode listings, and it's not really your case. It's room types. So we've changed the terminology of the product. You're going to see room types here, room types there. So the whole terminology is now adapted to hotels. Then we also have enhanced filters for you, where you're going to be able to, filter by property, especially if you manage multiple hotels, and you can also filter by room types. Besides terminology, here in the dashboard itself, we added new metrics, and the metrics are more into hoteliers, what they're looking for. Without hotel modes, if we look at occupancy, it's usually like last 30 days, next 30 days, but hoteliers, we focus on the current month, right? So we're going to show you the metrics of current month, either total occupancy, adjusted occupancy. I'm just going to explain quickly. If you have any blocked rooms, which can be quite common, this one is going to consider or deconsider your blocked rooms into your occupancy. Okay. Then we have ADR and RevPAR, and we can see it quickly here at a glance. One of the things that we did change in terms of metrics as well is if you try to filter now by metric, you're not going to see the option market penetration index. We did that intentionally because if we're talking about short-term rental data, we can have public data of the occupancy percentage, but in hotels, not really. That's something that the hotels only know internally, right? So we remove that metric so it's not misleading when it comes to market penetration index of your property, all right? Then we're going to go within the calendar. I'm going to open these room types here. And first of all, we switched a bit our main menus here. Now you're going to be able to see on the top left corner we have calendar, and right after we have hotel rate shopper, which used to be named hotel data, but it's actually a rate shopper. So we get this data from booking.com, and you can actually see the prices of your competitors. By default, you're going to have the closest 10 hotels to you, but you can, and definitely you can explore that more. You can select specific competitors to see here in the hotel rate shopper. So besides that, the calendar itself now shows at a glance what's your occupancy percentage. So in this case, we have 15 room types of Premium King, and you're going to be able to see for each date of the calendar, all right, what's my total occupancy, meaning how many out of the 15 are actually booked, and see better at a glance your occupancy percentage. Then we have one, and this is the most significant change in terms of the product, and it's regarding the smart presets. Smart presets are pretty much some settings that we have highlighted for you as hoteliers to make sure that the settings that you set up within PriceLabs are optimized for your business, and making sure that you can set up things very easily in minutes and not hours, trying to search what would be best for you. When you open Edit Customizations, you're going to see on your left the option Smart Presets. So by clicking in Smart Presets, you're going to see the options that we have here specifically for hotels. And some of them are the seasonality factor sensitivity. Right now, we have deselected, but if you're curious, okay, what does this mean? What should I do with this factor? You have always a tip. So if you put your mouse over and you leave it in, you're going to see the tips. So for instance, for hotels, we usually recommend to put it as conservative, but then you can also do no seasonality, and we have an option for you to put your custom seasonal profile. So anything that you want and you think that makes sense for your business, you just click right in and do the configuration as you want. Then we have the demand factor sensitivity. This one is super exciting because you can actually customize what exactly do you want to be considered for our algorithm and our pricing. So if I toggle this button, we're going to see some options. So we have the customized pricing data source. Again, all of them have a tip, so you can see what probably would be best for you as a hotel. But the tip pretty much says that you should use like fully hotels or mostly hotels, all right? So you click here and you can select which data do you want to be. Again, mostly hotel, fully hotel, but it's up to you. And then you have customized hotel comp set. PriceLabs default will be the 10 closest, as I said, but on the Rate Shopper tab, as I just showed you, you can select your own comp set and then say, all right, actually, to fine tune my pricing, I want to also take into account these 10 competitors in Hotel Rate Shopper. And that's going to optimize even further your pricing. We have here the multi-room occupancy-based adjustment, which used to be just occupancy-based adjustment or portfolio occupancy-based adjustment, but now we've adapted to multi-room, so you can also add it very quickly here. And then we have, for instance, the day-of-week pricing adjustments. We do know by gathering market data, which usually are the days that have more demand in the market. However, your hotel might be particularly a corporate hotel. So maybe your Sundays are actually a strong day because you have people staying in the night because they have an early meeting on Monday, right? So you can just come here and say, all right, whatever the algorithm is doing, I actually want my Sunday prices to be 5% higher, for instance. So you just put a 5 here, not 55, 5, and then it's gonna always put on Sundays an increase of 5%. And you can do the same for the other days of the week. Just be very careful because you should do like small adjustments. We usually recommend 5-10% because otherwise it might reflect in prices quite high or quite low. So, but this is something that you can customize, and then you just do save changes and that's it. Your pricing is going to be even more optimized for your kind of business. Okay. I'm just going to go through the presentation just to do a wrap up of everything that we covered right now. So just you have an idea. So I showed you, first of all, how to enable the hotel mode toggle. We did change the terminology listings to room types. We also changed listings to properties on the Add Reconnect. You can filter by property name or hotel name, the metrics, current month, occupancy, ADR, and RevPAR. We also reordered our tabs in the pricing calendar. So right next to calendar, you will find the hotel rate shopper. You can clearly see your occupancy percentage in the pricing calendar. We have the smart presets, so the ones that I showed you with some tips on what would be better for your business. We switched to multi-room occupancy-based adjustment, and as I said in the beginning, no change in your settings, okay? So don't worry, don't be scared to enable hotel mode because it's not gonna change whatever you had set up as an existing user. So that's it from my side. I'm gonna pass the word to Diego, and he's gonna show you a bit more about our reports. So Diego, over to you, please.
Yeah, thanks, Joanna. That was a great overview. We know that, let me share my screen. Okay, so we know that getting the right data quickly in a way that is easy to access and in a format that is easy to understand is essential for any hotelier. So a powerful pricing engine is only half of the story. You also need actionable insights to guide your decisions. That's why with hotel mode, we have introduced dedicated hotel-specific templates, as you can see here. To help you save time, we have crafted the two most essential reports for any hotel operations, which are Pickup Trends report and On the Books KPIs report, both for current month and for current year. You can find that inside our report builder in the PriceLabs templates. They are designed to answer critical hotelier questions like, what does my occupancy look like for next month? How is my revenue pacing against last year? What is my revenue per available room? So these reports give you the insights you need at a glance without the hassle of building custom reports from scratch. Let's take a look at the first, Let's take a look at the first report, which is on the books. Yeah, thanks about that. So are you able to see right now? So, okay, great. So hotel on the books KPI, this template is for current year. This provides you a snapshot of the key performance metrics like occupancy, book nights, ADR, RevPAR, and revenue for past and future dates based on current bookings already in your system. As you can see, every single metric here is automatically compare against same time last year and also last year's final performance. So you can immediately spot gaps, trends, and outliers. Every single metric you have the comparison, so you can easily check how are you going in the current year. You can find also the same one for the current month. So in this case would be like from 1st July until 31st July. And now let's go to the next report, which is pickup trends. This time is for current month, so you can see both time frames. This one shows how many booked nights, occupancy rate, revenue, and RevPAR were generated in the last 3 days, 7 days, and 30 days. 30 days, sorry, for each date in the rows that you see on the left, helping you understand booking trends, pacing, and also demand shifts in order to react quickly by adjusting your prices or your marketing efforts or availability strategies. In order to make sure you always have the right guidance at your fingertips, we have also built a brand new knowledge base tailored specifically for hotels. So to walk you through what's inside and how to make the most of it, I will hand it over to Yoknath.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Diego. Let me take the screens. Cool. So we know that, right? PriceLabs is a self-served product, which means that we understand the importance of the knowledge-based articles and how this will help a user to conveniently learn the product in their own pace. So with that, we have a fresh knowledge-based articles for hotels, and as you can see on the screen, this is we have come up with simple two sections for the knowledge base. We started with base configuration, followed by day-to-day usage. In base configuration, we have this initial setup that will outline all the configurations that you'll have to do in your initial days of onboarding, the best practices. Followed by that, we have the pricing customization. So this will primarily talk about all the customizations that is critical for hotels, and what should be their value, that needs to be selected. And we also talk about the additional customizations that you may want to set up in case if there is a need or on need basis. Followed by that, we have also outlined the hotel rate shopper that will explain about how you can create your own comp set. Followed by that, we have the knowledge base article refined on day-to-day usage of our diverse products, dynamic pricing, portfolio analytics, and reports. So this should help you to accelerate day-to-day usage of your hotel operations. So we will continue to fine-tune, enrich this KB. This will not be an on-time process. And that's all about the hotel knowledge base. And the next that we have in our agenda is our upcoming features. So product features, right? The product that you see today is a kind of direct outcome of users' feedback, and that users' feedback loop continues, and it is continuing to drive our the future development process. So I'm all excited to give you a sneak peek of our upcoming key features. So we'll start with the base price held for hotels that is coming purely from hotels data. Followed by that is the inter-day level pricing. And lastly, we have the powerful rate shopper. Over to you, Diego, on that.
Yeah, thank you, Yoknath. Let me take the screen. Okay. Okay, right. So one of the most common challenges we hear from hoteliers, especially those starting with dynamic pricing or entering a new market, is what should my base price be? Setting the right price is critical, as you might know, but without a clear benchmark is often based on guesswork or outdated competitor info. That's why we are excited to introduce our new base price help tool designed specifically for hotels and powered by real hotel market data. This tool gives you data-backed base price recommendations for each room type using current Booking.com market data. It analyzes nearby hotels, filtered by star rating and market positioning, as you can see here in the screen recording, and provides a suggested base price based on real-world data. The recommendations that you can see here are based on best available rate for double occupancy with a 2-night stay, pulled from Booking.com listings over a 12-month window, covering the past 6 months and the upcoming 6 months for each hotel property included in the Booking.com dataset. So to make this truly relevant for your property, you can either filter the dataset by star rating, as you can see, including independent hotels with no stars. You can choose your market segment. You already know that, from budget to mid-scale and to upscale. And one interesting thing is that we also added a markup feature here, since Booking.com prices are actually final prices that include commissions and fees. So with this, you can avoid the risk of a markup on markup scenario that could lead to inflated final prices. You can deduct the commissions or the fees, you can simulate that, and the prices will be adjusted. You will also see how many hotels are being to calculate the recommendation here. So you know that you're working with a meaningful sample size. And so at the end of the day, the goal is to take the guesswork out of base pricing and give you a strong data-driven starting point. So you can make smarter pricing decisions with confidence. And now that we are covered how to set a strong starting point for your base price, let's take a step further. What if your prices could automatically react to changes in occupancy within a same day window? To walk you through how we are making that possible with our new intraday occupancy-based adjustments, I will hand it over to Yoknath.
Thank you, Diego. If you can help me by moving to the next slide.
Yeah,
Cool. So this one, yeah, the next
sorry.
slide. Yeah,
Yeah, this one.
cool. So this one, a little background on this. We have had feedback from our customers saying that they do get significant count of bookings primarily on their day zero, current day, or the next day. You know, maybe they're operating in last minute deals, kind of a market, and uh, and this happens when the occupancy is relatively high. You know, even in that scenarios. So in addition to the daily sync ups that we do, all right, you know, we do with the help of Popa, we do sync our adjustments daily. They also wanted to, come up with the adjustments, could be a discount or a premium, like for multiple times a day. And this was the ask, and this is how, we are planning to address this feature. What you see is a work in progress product screen, and this is an extension of our multi-room occupancy based adjustments, also known as portfolio occupancy based adjustments, where you have the ability to just turn it on or off based on the need. And in addition to your regular windows, right, 2, 4, 5 to 6, your daily occupancy adjustments, you also have the ability to define these adjustments on your current day or on your arrival day, also on the next day, which is tomorrow. Additionally, you have up to three slots, three different time slots on which you can define your premiums or discount. So once you set all that, and we do have our own windows that we do recommend it to you, or you have the ability to define your own time slots and the values, the adjustment values. Once that is done, you click on save. A simple example that I would take is like you start your day, somewhere at 8 a.m. and you start with a basic discount, and by midday 1 p.m. you see like few rooms are unsold. You come up with a conservative discount, and by the end of the day 5 p.m. you see that your last two rooms or five rooms is unsold, so you start giving aggressive discounts. So that's all about this feature, and the slots that you see here is same as that of the additional sync slots that you would set up. That's all about this feature. Over to you, Diego.
Thanks, Yoknath. Now let's just move to the next exciting feature we're planning to release shortly. This is what you are seeing is the revamped hotel rate shopper. We have completely redesigned the experience with a new user interface and several key usability improvements to help hotel users quickly analyze competitor pricing and make more informed pricing decisions faster. One of the biggest frustrations that we heard from hoteliers was having to scroll endlessly across 360 days of data just to find prices for specific dates. That's why we have added a date range selector right inside the competitor table. Whether you are tracking prices for an upcoming holiday or an event or just your high demand periods, you can now just instantly jump to the days that matters most. But also made it easier to identify your own property within the table. It's now clearly differentiated from the competitors, so there is no confusion when scanning through data. The table headers and your own listing will, your own room type will now stay sticky as you scroll, so you never lose context when analyzing pricing across dates. Another long requested feature is custom sorting of competitors. It is not here in this screen capture, but it will be there shortly. Until now, properties were listed alphabetically in this table, making it hard to prioritize your key competitors. So you will soon be able to drag and drop to reorder them however you like. So you can place your top competitors at the top of the table, making it faster to monitor the ones that matter the most to you. We are also adding new pricing intelligence to this table. Again, in this screen capture, it's not there, but you will be able to see the average price for each competitor across your selected date range and sort by it, helping you quickly identify which competitors are pricing aggressively or creating opportunities. All of these improvements are designed to make the hotel rate shopper more intuitive, more flexible, as you can see, and much more aligned with the way hoteliers and hotel revenue managers actually work. Yeah, this is gonna be, well, gonna be released, we hope, in like by the end of the month, this month, and then you will receive iterations with those new features.
That's great. Diego, so these are some of the main features that are coming along, right? Diego and Yoknath. So thank you so much for that. Folks, now there are there are a couple of polls that I want to run over here, right? Based on whatever you saw. So let me just launch the first one. Which is basically asking you about if you do you manage both hotels and short-term rentals? Would you like to try hotel mode? Because as we mentioned, currently hotel mode is just available for hotel only accounts, right? So those type of accounts, and we will be soon working on it. Those hybrid accounts are the ones that we are working on, and it will make it easier for you to manage those property types that you have. So that would be pretty helpful. If you could just click on the link and just let us know. Cool. I'll wait for another like 15, 20 seconds. Couple of you still have to answer. Very encouraging numbers. Almost 70, 75%, almost we are reaching in terms of a yes. So that's great. Good to see the enthusiasm over here. Yeah, 71. Fantastic. Cool. I'll launch another one which is more related to the kind of new features that you want, right? And this one basically will talk about like you can just type in what are the different features that you want in PriceLabs. Like if there was one new feature related to hotels, right? What is the feature that you want to put out? You can take your time. So that is not a problem. And while you do answer that, I would once again request you to put your questions in the Q&A section, right? Joanna, Diego, and Yoknath will answer them. Already, we can see, there have been a few questions that have come along about like the data sources of our rate shopper in terms of also, who is eligible for hotel mode and so on and so forth, right? So one more thing about hotel mode is like it was built purely based on the feedback that we got from you, right? This was after months and months and quarters, in fact, of research and conversations, and understanding, okay, what exactly is needed for, because the needs of a hotel user are very different, right? So this is why we built it, and the more feedback that you give, the better our product becomes, right? So yeah, if you have any questions, once again, put it in the Q&A. I've kept the poll on, so anyone who wants to answer can answer. That's really very helpful. We have got at least five new feature requests. Diego Yoknath, I'm adding to your work, but I think that will help both Joanna and me also uh, with the new feature requests that we have. And this is on top of the amazing new features that we have just previewed, right? So in the chat, you can let us know if there's any feedback about even the existing features. Please let us know in the chat section what you think of them in terms of hotel mode, like the new report templates that we have that are free for everyone, right? Like whoever is eligible in hotel mode, it's free for everyone. So we would highly recommend using them. And in terms of also using the smart presets that we have whenever you need them. So it's easy to access. While we wait for questions and feature requests, Joanna, Diego, Yoknath, I'll open the floor once again. Any concluding statements based on whatever you have seen, starting with Joanna?
Well, thanks, Saurabh, again. From my side, I'm just really excited for what's coming. Again, I was part of the project, being myself a revenue manager from hotel background. What would be important to be within the product, and so far you're doing great job at it. I know that we have a lot more coming in, so stay tuned. Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm excited and part of the solution consultant team. If anyone wants, a demo, something regarding hotels, I'm more than happy to, catch up, connect, and show a bit more about it. Thanks.
Yeah, and as Yognath showed, we have like an extensive and comprehensive knowledge base, right? So if there are any doubts, the KB articles, as we call them, they're always there. And there are YouTube tutorials also in quite a few of them. So do take a look. And our support, by the way, any questions, any requests, we are always available at support@pricelabs.co. We offer 24/7 support. We have an amazing product specialist team, so you won't be disappointed there for sure, right? And Diego, Yoknath, anything you want to add? Uh, Considering we have like a couple of minutes remaining.
Yeah, well, I see that one of the most or needed features is managing accounts both with STRs and hotel STR listings plus hotel room type. So yeah, we are working on that. We have plans for that. We hope to have news on that by Q4. So yeah, we are that is currently under design and phase, and we are trying to shape the best solution for this scenario. And there is a question from Dominic. I was writing him if we can't or don't want to wait for this solution for hybrid accounts having both type of properties, if we can split our accounts to have one for managing STRs and another account for managing hotels. That could be a yes, that could be a possibility if you want to start testing hotel more right now.
We have another question from Brenda. This is like if the panel wants to take a look at it.
Uh, well, regarding REST Nexus, I think that we should have to yes, analyze in detail this specific vendor, because sometimes settings and customizations, well, availability can change from one PMS to another. So I guess that it would be better if we take a look at this case right after the webinar and come back to you with a precise and accurate answer for that.
Cool. Folks, we are almost at the end of the session. If you have any more questions, please put it in the Q&A. That would be very helpful. And I think we'll get back to Brenda, right? Diego, Yoknath. Let's look into the account, and let's definitely get back. We have the email ID. We will definitely do an analysis and share our response over there.
Yeah, we'll write you. You will have news from us today.
Cool. Okay. If there
Saurabh,
are, yes, Joanna.
just checking one of the questions that's in the chat itself, asking, are you working with Expedia to get rates from Expedia instead of Booking.com? Yeah, I think simply straightforward, at least not yet. We do Booking.com actively. We're going to have menus with market data just from Booking.com. Expedia, not yet, at least, just to answer that one.
That question. Thank you for helping answer it. Cool. Folks, if there are no more questions, once again, thank you so much for joining in. This was a great session. Thank you. You can again, get in touch with us by writing to us at support@pricelabs.co, 24/7 availability, right? And we will continue making Price Labs better for you. And I once again thank the panel, Joanna, Diego, Yoknath. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the prep. I know a lot of investment was done, and I think the product is turning out to be, more and more easy to use as we go along, right? And some very exciting features coming up. I'm super excited to talk about them in upcoming webinars, and new opportunities to talk about them. So cool. Thank you, everyone. And we will send you the recording of this episode once again. Please follow, each one of us on LinkedIn, especially Joanna, Diego, and Yoknath. Take care, folks. Thank you so much. See ya.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.